While the Strait of Hormuz remains highly volatile and stalled negotiations between the U.S. and Iran, a new report suggests Washington may have helped coordinate the passage of around 70 commercial vessels through the strategic waterway in recent weeks. Officials have told the New York Times that many of these vessels switched off their transponders to avoid being tracked when going through the waterway. Shipping analysts told the English Daily that most of these ships appear to stay closer to Oman, away from Iran's coastline. Ships passing near Iran coastline without obtaining Iranian approval face the threat of an almost certain attack by Iranian drones or missiles. Before the U.S.-Israeli strikes on Iran in late February, well over 100 commercial ships a day passed through the strait. So the U.S. coordinate passages, which may be an average of 3 a day over the 3-week period, do not represent a big comeback for shipping. A spokesperson for the U.S. Central Command says that it has not deployed naval escorts but continues to coordinate with commercial vessels seeking safer passage. While Iran's closure of Hormuz Strait remains in effect, the U.S. blockade on Iranian ports launched in mid-April also continues. According to CENTCOM, operations in the Gulf of Oman have redirected 116 vessels so far, largely cutting off Iran's oil exports. But Iran still has significant sway over the strait. Many ships continue to use the route that sails close to Iran's coast, an indication that ship owners and government are coordinating their passages with Tehran. Iranian media reports 28 ships transited through the waterway under Iran's Revolutionary Guard Corps security. Tensions remain high in the waterway. The U.S. today said it has struck Iranian military sites over the weekend, while Iran said it responded by targeting an American base, marking the third known escalation in a week around the world's most critical energy choke point. We earlier spoke to Mr. Chris Doyle. He's the Director of Council for Arab-British Understanding and the current lead spokesperson for the Council, and this is what he told us.
No one single party controls the Strait of Hormuz. If anything, if you want, it is the existence of a state of war between Iran and Israel and the United States. And that means that insurance companies want to insure those ships, and both parties are engaged in a game of poker, but also this sort of shadow game where they're trying to get some of their allied shipping through the straits, and they can only do that at really basically minimal levels according to what would normally be seen going through this vital shipping way. So it's far from perfect. Both have a degree of control. The reality is, for example, although Iran is obviously not as militarily powerful as the United States, it only requires to be able to demonstrate it can hit one of these vessels to ensure that the strait is not effectively open.